the scholarship opportunity is out of this world for young ladies. My first thought, if I was going to tell someone who wanted to run for an office or to potentially work in politics, is number one, read your Constitution. Study the company that you're going to interview for. So just like whenever you're getting ready to run for an office, you need to study. You need to study what your layout is. What is the foundation? What is the foundation of the company you're going to go interview for? You need to know that stuff, because whenever you're interviewing for a company or whenever you're getting ready to run for a race, you need to know why. One of the things I always try to live by is to always to be kind. It never costs one penny to be kind. It is truly a scholarship opportunity for young women, and it is the largest scholarship opportunity for women in the nation.
Wow, wow. Hi, this is Robert Wilkins, aka Basketball Tall. Welcome to my channel. I'm glad that you're with me here today because I'm here at the Oklahoma State Capitol in the office of my state representative, Tammy Townley. Wow, and I'm so excited to be here today. And matter of fact, you stay tuned because what she's going to tell you, I'm sure, can also help impact your life. Stick with me. I'm here today with someone of great importance in the state of Oklahoma. And her name is Oklahoma State Representative Tammy Townley. I'm here at the state capitol in an unbelievable place. And I'm just thrilled to death that she's taken this moment to give me an opportunity to visit with her during this COVID time. So we are social distancing. Okay?
We are, and I'm thankful you're here today. Thank you for joining me.
And thank you for allowing me to be here today.
Please call me Tammy.
Oh, I definitely sure will. But I want my audience out there to know that I knew her before she became a state representative.
Right. We were co-workers.
You know, matter of fact, before you were elected, you remember when I had visited you at your place of employment, and we went into a private room and we had a discussion.
We did.
And from there later on, you've soothed what I was needing to know. I was pleased to know that.
I'm glad I could help.
Thank you.
I could help.
Thank you.
You came at me with some great questions, and I was just glad that, we were on the same wavelength, as far as what your goal was for the state and what my goal was for the district, and I thought we came to some good conclusions.
Thank you. And also to let everyone out there know, she represents South Central Oklahoma, District 48.
Yes, sir.
Where I reside as well. So she's my representative.
Yes, sir, and I'm very proud to be your representative.
Tammy, earlier, we were talking, and you shared something with me that you went to school in Tatum.
I did. I went to school in Tatum 1969, 70, 71. I had the privilege of being the first white child to go to an all-black Head Start. Now, so that was, you have to think about 1969, 1970, that was kind of a big deal.
Yes. And so that's why I noticed, when I see you and when we talk, you just seem to be so natural and so comfortable around all people.
I love people. I love people. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anything about race, religion, whatever. I love people. I mean, anybody who knows me knows that. And I love to talk. I love to get to know their stories. I don't know how many times you ever heard me talk publicly, but I'm not a big fan of talking publicly. I don't mind to sing publicly, but I'm not a big fan of talking publicly. But when I get you one-on-one and I can actually just sit down and get to know you, know your story, and we can actually talk politics, talk religion, talk family, talk what's going on in your life. I mean, I love to get to know people. And that's one of the things whenever I was campaigning, getting to know people door to door, getting to hear their stories, what's going on with their lives, their heart. So that was, one of the better things about getting to run for state representative.
Now, I also understand that you are a cowpoke.
Woohoo! I absolutely, yeah. If you look around the office, of course, when we did your introduction, I strategically placed you with my OSU football and my, several things here. But yes, we are definitely cowgirl.
Well, tell me this. What prompted you to get involved in politics?
Well, this goes all the way back again to when I was a little girl. One of my first real jobs, and I got paid to walk and hand out campaign literature, and we painted signs. Let me think. I didn't actually do the painting of the signs. I was more of the gopher. But my uncle, Hamp Baker, who was a Democrat, he was the state corporation commissioner. Hamp Baker says, drive with care, put your stamp on Hamp. One of the best marketing campaigns in the nation, hands down, in my opinion. But, I walked door to door. We did all kinds of things. So getting to know from an early age how to campaign, how to do all of that, that just started a love of politics. And then whenever I got to be in high school, I was in 4-H. So as a 4-H'er, you do all kinds of, you're just into, you have your record book and you do speeches. And, I got in front of people. Yeah, I did speeches and I still am not comfortable speaking in front of people. Still not my thing. But, you get to where you do that sort of thing. You get to where you're talking in front of people. You talk about politics. You talk about all kinds of different issues. And then whenever I got to be in the Page program here at the state capitol, I think that was kind of the pivotal moment where I thought, this is what I want to do. Mm-hmm. And there was some very huge landmark legislation that was passed. I was a Senate page, and then I was a House page. And I fell in love with this process. I mean, my whole goal at first was I was going to be an attorney. Mm-hmm. And I took the LSATs, and I ended up getting married, so I didn't go to college. I didn't go to be an attorney. I'd already finished college. And, but anyway, that's a long story. But that whole process, that is my love. Politics became my passion. And then as part of a pageant girl thing, we had to do the interview process too.
Oh, hold on now. Hold on. Let's back up a little bit. You mentioned pageant. So you're telling me were a beauty queen?
Well, that helped pay for college. Again, that's the singing thing. Yeah, the singing thing helped pay for college because, I could, with pageants, the pays really well. The scholarship pageant. So, yeah.
So for the young girls that's out there, since you just mentioned financial aid, mm-hmm. That's something a lot of people, they don't know that.
They don't know that. And the Miss Oklahoma or Miss America pageant system, even the Miss USA system, I was part of the Miss America pageant system, but not every girl's an athlete. Not every girl may be the biggest brainiac in the world who can go get the academic scholarship. I was very blessed. I did very well on my ACTs and all that good stuff. But not every girl has that opportunity. And so the Miss America system, because I could sing, and that was really my forte, and I can talk to people, and it's not a stretch for me to sit and talk to people, where interview and talent counted more. I did very well with the pageant system. But the Miss America pageant system, the scholarship opportunity is out of this world for young ladies. So if that's something that, you might feel comfortable with, like not you, but the young ladies could feel comfortable with, it's a wonderful opportunity to gain scholarship money for college. I mean, it didn't completely pay for my college. I was in there 4 years, but it certainly made a large dent for my college career.
Thank you for telling us that, because, a lot of us had no idea that there was, aid attached with that.
Oh, it's huge. It's what it's about. It's not just about getting up there and, having talent, looking pretty. It is truly a scholarship opportunity for young women. And it is the largest scholarship opportunity for women in the nation.
Wow. That's interesting to know. Thank you for that important information.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
And the thing about it is, when you talked about people's stories, and and that's the thing, part of my theme, want to know someone's story.
Yes.
Because, where you come from, where you are, what you had to go through to gain to where you are today. And right now, you're in a very, very important position. Because someday there's going to be a street named after you. That I have no doubt. But the thing is, there's gold in a person's story. If they could just take one nugget and you just share something very valuable with us. And I thank you for that.
Oh, thank you.
Now, let me ask you this. There are other girls, including boys out there. And, they may be having dreams, aspirations of wanting to do what you do. Kind of enlighten everyone. What is it that they need to do to prepare?
Oh, my goodness. Well, my first thought, if I was going to tell someone who wanted to run for an office or to potentially work in politics, is number one, read your Constitution. Read your Constitution. Start learning your state government, how it works. How does your national government work? Read your history. There is some really good information in knowing how the whole process works. How did it come about? How the whole layout and why it works that way, the ins and the outs. And I say that because one of the things I did not realize when I actually got into this process was the committee work. What actually happens in all of the committee work in here. And that was a real eye-opener for me whenever I got into this. So that was, I can just tell you that whenever you, when you aspire to something, learn the foundation. Learn the foundation of what created it.
Yes.
Where did it come from? Why is it like it is? Just like whenever you go in for a job interview. If you're going in for a job interview with a company, my best advice for that, whenever I used to teach a class at the Ardmore Higher Ed Center, and it was getting ready for your job, getting ready for job interview, resume preparation, and all of that. I was an adjunct faculty for Murray State. My thing was telling people, study the company that you're going to interview for. So just like whenever you're getting ready to run for an office, you need to study. You need to study what your layout is. What is the foundation? What is the foundation of the company you're going to go interview for? You need to know that stuff. Because whenever you're interviewing for a company or whenever you're getting ready to run for a race, you need to know why. What is the foundation here? Get to know it and get to learn what it's about. Why is it built that way? Why is this change happening? It's important.
Wow. That was very good.
Oh, thank you.
And thank you for that.
I just kind of breathe that out there.
Because someone that's listening and watching this is going to take to heart what you just said.
Well, I hope they do. I mean, it's important.
Because you have a lot of
people. That could be the
people.
difference of you getting a job or someone else getting the job.
Yes. And there are a lot of people, it's not every lot of people, but there are people out there that aspire to want to, make a difference in their community, in their state, in their country.
I agree.
And I like to say, by me even just being here, you're making that difference, and thank you.
Thank you.
Now,
I think you're a difference maker. I think you're kind of amazing.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much. I try.
You do good. You do well.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, as we're getting ready to close here, if there's something on your heart that you would like to share with my audience, not just locally, but we're talking across America. Because as you know, social media today is very big.
Yeah.
And it's rivaling cable television. If there's something you would like to say to America,
Okay.
it's your moment.
Oh my goodness. Well, the thing is that I always try to live by is, of course, put God first. That should always be first and foremost, is to put God first in your life. But one of the things I always try to live by is to always to be kind. It never costs one penny to be kind. And I know that as a female, women sometimes have the tendency to maybe tear each other down just a little bit. And I know there's men watching also, and this may happen a little bit in the men's world, but a lot of the times it happens in the women's world. But straighten another's crown. Talking pageant reference. Straighten another's crown. It costs nothing to be kind. It costs nothing to pour kindness and positive thinking and to put life into someone, to speak life, to speak kindness, to speak, I know I'm repeating myself, but I just want to say, just put in, pour in good to people. There's just no reason to tear anybody else down. If you have to tear someone else down to make yourself look better, then there's a problem. There's a problem with you in your heart and in your mind, and you're not making anyone else look better by tearing someone else down. You're only making yourself look bad. So pour kindness. That is the best thing I can say.
Now you've heard it yourself. From Oklahoma State Representative Tammy Townley, pouring kindness. If we could spread a little bit more kindness around this country and the world, what better place, how lovely it would really be.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a little bit of Jesus to do that too. But
Amen.
I'm just telling you, what better place this world would be if everyone would get that into their heart and their minds and their spirit.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for coming to join me today.
I'm so proud to be here, and thank you for granting me the opportunity to even be here.
Oh, you're sweet. Thank you.
You've heard of America. That's a heed to her words. Because I think if we do, we'll all be in a much better and peaceful place. Thank you.
Thank you.